Hello everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I know it's been a week since the last episode, and that's because I have recorded this one shortly after. Yeah, anyways, so getting into the thing at Space Agency, because we're gonna be doing something special that you saw in the title and thumbnail, because I'm a YouTuber. And yeah, I'm making a space station. So I'm just taking the, rocket that totally, definitely, 100% had enough Delta V last episode, and retrofitting it to be better, and also for a space station. I really take aesthetics seriously. Also, I sure hope I pack enough solar panels on this thing. I do not pack enough solar panels on this thing because I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm just building. I don't know what to say. I've got the science module there that's gonna make me 5 billion science, and me going outside the solar system is completely pointless. No, yeah, I don't think going outside the solar system in KSP is a good idea if you don't have any mods, but no, it makes, you know, going outside Kerbin sphere influence kind of stupid. Also, I accidentally made it so there was only one uh, mystery goo accidentally, but that's fine. Anyways, I'm doing things. And yeah, there's way too little solar panels. I don't know why I didn't make it more of them on there. Like, there's a ton on the, second stage of the rocket, but, oh, and, right, I'm grabbing some, useless rando Kerbals that I can throw on this thing. Instead of, the big three. Because I want to save them. Anyways, shoving them in now. And, yeah, I don't know why I didn't add more solar panels. Yeah, got the RCS working. Oh yeah, putting on Separatrons. Not nearly enough, but, it's been a while since I've put Separatrons on a rocket, and I forgotten how many I need. And anyways, now we're going to launch. And about 5 seconds after launch, I realized, wait, like right here, I realized, oh, I forgot it fins, so I revert back to vehicle assembly and shove them on, as well as RCS thrusters that are not gonna get used. Alright, now we're launching for real, and cover your eyes, folks! It's still just as blinding. It sucks that, like, all these launches are at night, but I just launch when I'm done building and don't ask questions about, it. So they all happen accidentally at night. But yeah, we're just doing a nice smooth gravity turn that makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Staging first stage, and those explosions were completely harmless. Staging, like those were boosters. Now we've staged first stage, and we're getting into orbit. No, wait, space. We're not. Yeah, we're nowhere near close to getting into orbit yet. I'm a great YouTuber. Anyways, doing maneuver stuff because I like having perfect circles, or as close to perfect of a circle as you can get, and the station will definitely stay in a perfect circle. Trust. I definitely won't try to wring out a little extra science using a ton of extra Delta V I have on this thing for some reason. Anyways, we staged the second stage, and now we are in orbit. And now I'm just doing a bunch of science, which is, oh yeah, magnetometer. This is the first time I've had one of those on a rocket. Exciting, I know. Here's everything that isn't new science. I'm just shoving directly back into the. Well, I will be shoving into the. Yeah, I was. Yeah, because I put a scientist in there. Yeah, now both scientists are safely and comfortably inside, so we could do a bit more science. I say we as if you're doing anything, you freeloader. But yeah. And I could just put the science back in there and, you know, process it in the lab. Wring out all the science I can. Ooh, make it a save. Saves are fun. Save your games, kid. You never know when it will come back to save you. Oh, I probably should have said an epilepsy warning instead of, oh my, yeah, if you are sensitive to flashing images, you're probably already having a seizure, sorry. Yeah, man, I really should just, keep making jokes instead of saying warnings that could save people's lives. As if anybody with epilepsy would click on a KSP video. Actually, someone might. If you have epilepsy, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I'm boosting to get to a high Kerbin orbit. Cause, you know, being high in Kerbin. And oh yeah, I was like constantly running into power issues because I didn't shove enough solar panels on here. But it's fine. You know, the research lab just guzzles a ton of power except for when you're time warping really fast. But yeah. Look at the parts spinning there. Look at it go. And time warping. Yeah, I think I was trying to, yeah, figure out the whole, power there. Yep, just, oh, yeah, there it goes again. Yeah, just try to wring out all the science I can. Oh yeah, also occasionally you'll see flashes, like, popping up from the MUN experiments I've set up. Yeah, I'm sciencing it alright, and now I've got a minor amount of science, not from that, from the MUN. So I unlock one thing, but it takes me a bit to decide which, you know, one thing I want to unlock. But rest assured, at some point in the future I will get the science from that space station. And, yeah, that's about it for this episode of Kerbal Space Program. I hope to see you in the future, in the next one, whenever that may be. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. What do you mean there's a couple extra minutes on this video? Okay, yeah, since it was so short, I decided, you know what? You get an extra build montage. That's right, build 2, Electric Boogaloo. Ooh, because next episode, I have decided we're going to Ike. Oh boy. Interplanetary travel. I'm not great at that. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm just shoving in batteries. Yeah, this is meant to be the command module. And interestingly, I decided, you know what? All the science is going on the lander. And none of it's going on the command module, so that's what we're doing. Yep, just building it. Oh, I'm building it! I'm building it! Yeah, put it in some RCS and, you know, more solar panels, because you can never have too many solar panels. Then I'm figuring out which, you know, antenna is new, because I can, you know, never figure out which ones are better. and I'm, maneuvering things, and that kind of breaks weirdly. I don't know why that is, so I just replace it and call it a day. And then, oh yeah, I put flags on it because I want it, but they kind of look kind of funny, so I'll end up putting a slightly smaller flag up there, yeah. And then I'll do this, and that, and this, and that, and that, and this, and this, and this, and that. Wait, no, they're the same size flag. I am great commentary! Commentary is my strong suit, but building a fairing now, this is also taking a bit. Because I want it to look good, but fairings only really ever look good if they're, in line with the size of the stage below them. But anyways, soon I'll be done messing with the fairing to get it to deploy in a cooler way, and then I was doing some action groups there, and I'm doing the second stage, which is pretty dang big. Oh yeah, this whole thing's gonna be giant, by the way. I'm not great at efficiency, you know? And then I realized that rocket's maybe a bit too small, so you know, I don't know if I decide to keep the main cell engine up there or not. I might swap it out again, but I might also keep it. Yeah, I'm really not all too great with designing like efficient rockets in this game, but I don't really care all too much about efficiency, especially in science mode, where efficiency isn't really necessary. Like, yeah, it's better to be efficient, but you don't need to be as stringent as career mode, which, by the way, I don't think I've ever played career mode, because I'm too scared to touch it. Oh yeah, I'm very good at underbuilding things. Yeah, I hope that this isn't underbuilt, because that would be really sad if it was. Like, I built this giant rocket, and it's still too small. But yeah, just strutting it up, because struts are really good and, like, phenomenal. And just doing some final touches, like some lights. And, I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I saved it, and now that's the actual end of this episode. So, if you liked, comment, subscribed, or excited to see me go interplanetary, uh, you know, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know what else to say other than like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm not very creative, so, bye! Man, this has taken a while. It's kind of funny that I haven't talked throughout this whole episode.